much of the Lord's way. I'm here each week with a Bible based message relevant to these troubling times. Think of the generous support of several churches of Christ.
What's happening? What's going on? It's a beautiful sunny day in California. Don't get tricked out by the palm trees. I sure warn ya. Even the beaches got sharks falling around. You never know how that beach might go down. This ain't no Sharknado. But when you hit them streets of California, it feel like a tornado. Gripping and holding, trying to hang on, knowing that this time will not last long. Goodbye, good night, see you later, feel all right. Take one more hit, boom, you're out of sight. What's going on, YouTube? RB, what's happening? Sis, what's happening? What's going on? Swinging by to say hi, about to run. About to go run my. Oh, okay, for sure. You know, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay today. I can say that. Okay today. Well, for right now. What's up, cuz? What's going on? What's going on? What's happening? Yeah, I'm about to enjoy the day because it's gonna be the last day that's gonna be like this. Because it's about to be hot dinner this weekend. What's Shirley? Yeah, what's going on with y'all? What's happening out there in the crazy world today? Yo, Muhammad in the building. What's going on? Yeah, we're doing a wrestling stream tonight. You know, we got All In coming up in 16 days. Some is hyped, some not hyped. I'm hyped about it. I'm hyped about it because one thing I could say and why I'm not so tough on Tony Khan, because look, I'm like a lot of people. I wanted to see Swerve and Ospreay at All In. But the more I got to thinking about it, and I'm going to touch on this too tonight, the more I got to thinking about it. You see, we look at the Young Bucks and we look at what they were doing, and we're kind of like, I'm not feeling it. You know, you know, but this is one thing we have to remember about the Young Bucks. Regardless of what they're doing, when it comes to the big lights, when it comes to the biggest stages, they always deliver. Always. You know. And so I'm thinking about how they perform on the big stage. Then I'm looking at Swerve and Osprey like, damn, that could be a good team right there. And then after last night, I was really like, you know what? This match might steal the show. This tag team match might steal the show. So I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I can't see it. I hope you are doing well, sir, as well as your Thursday. And say, well, oh, yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. Back-to-back nights. I don't know. I ain't paying attention. Night Champions is bit boo-boo. Corrupt in the building. Salute. With that match just might steal the show. I know some people are gonna be like, wait, hold on, but you got Omega and Okada. Yes, I understand that. But this is the thing. We know what Omega and Okada is gonna bring, for the most part. Have we ever seen Swerve and Osprey versus the Young Bucks? I don't ever recall ever seeing that match on the Indies or even hearing about that match on the Indies. So not only would this be a dream match of sorts, but not just a dream match, but and I'm gonna touch on that too. This whole thing about dream matches, and I don't like how people are changing the narrative of what a dream match is. So I'm gonna touch on that tonight as well. But not only a dream match, but it's the first time ever. You know, and we know all four of these guys, when it comes to the big stage, they are money. Oh yeah, you as well. Yeah, you know, I'm taking it day by day. I'm taking it day by day. You know, I got my good moments. Then it all hits me. You know, yeah, my just to divert a little bit. My brother has sent me a video of our mom the other day, and this was just like this was back in March. It was like March, April. You know, got to hear her voice. She was up, active, and everything. And I just kind of, after watching that video, like the rest of my day was just like it didn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't even matter at that point. Like I could have went outside and I could have got hit by a car. You know, I could have broke an arm. You know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't even matter because I heard my mom's voice. I seen my mom's face. I seen her moving around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never get that in person again, but I have that video to remind me. So, now I'm thinking about it, and CM Punk, We have never got to see Kenny Omega and Adam Cole. Hey, Muhammad, they was trying to book that. That was a match. They were either going to do that because look, Samoa Joe versus CM Punk was not the original plan for All In last year. They was literally trying to book that match, and yeah, you get too many me's as EVPs, and they get on their feelings, and yeah, that was millions of dollars that they missed out on. I completely understand, bro. Same here. Comes in waves. It does. It does. It's like I could wake up in the morning and be good, and then by the afternoon I'll just be like, and then you know what I'm saying. About an hour or two later, I could be perked up again, and it's a wave of emotions that how can I explain it? It's a wave of emotions. Okay, so think about like when an earthquake hits, right? And you know how the waters get to going up and down, like real hard though. It ain't like no like easy waves. It's like up and down, to where it's like, oh snap, a tsunami. You know what I'm saying? It look like we about to go through a tsunami because them waves. That's what it's like. The emotions is and it's not no soft impact. They're all hard waves. There's no soft landing. The land, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and I wish that it wasn't like that, because when you have an opportunity to breathe this air, that's a time that is cherished. You think about all the babies that, the parents had aspirations of, having the baby, watching the baby grow up, teaching the baby things, watching the baby grow into a toddler, then to a child, into a teenager, then into adulthood, go through school, graduate, get good grades, be active in the community, and doing all these things that we as parents all aspire for our kids to have and be. But some families don't get that opportunity because some babies just don't make it. Or if they make it, they're not breathing. Or if they make it, SIDS might hit them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the air that our loved ones that we have lost, the opportunity to have breathed this air, to have seen the sunshine, felt the sunshine, seen the moon, seen the stars, experienced something, got to talk, got to do this, got to do that. It might not have been everything, but we understand in life, we don't get a chance to do everything that we do. We aspire to do all these things, but in reality, we might not be able to, achieve those certain things. So we are thankful for the things that we do have, the things that we do accomplish, the things that we aspire to be and have that we do, that we are able to accomplish. Whether that's a short time, whether that's a short, long time, whatever time is spent, we should always cherish those moments, honor those people. And the pain isn't necessarily them passing away. The pain is them being here physically, being able to touch them, being able to hold them, being able to see them and say, I love you, being able to go out and do whatever it is you choose to do. Because we all know one day we're going to go. Now, situations occur on how it happens, and that also creates a source of pain. You know? But passing away, transitioning, that's not where the pain lies. Hey, yo, they're in a whole lot better place than what we're in right now. They're not suffering, they're not hurting, they kicking it. You know? They is kicking it. They having a good time. They chilling. They, you know what I'm saying? Like they might come across somebody they ain't seen in years. Like, yo, what's happening? Well, yo, how you doing? You made it. Well, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? You know, those are the things that put smiles on our faces. Those are the things that make us feel good. You know. Now the question comes in: how do you balance that without? Because sometimes it's like, you know, you know you got to move on, right? But there's like, do you move on? It's like you want to move on, but then you don't want to forget. You know what I'm saying? You want to move on, but you feel like if you move on, you're going to forget them. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you want to keep that around. But moving on feels like you're not keeping it. You know what I'm saying? And you got to do whatever is going to help you, you know. And whatever works, do it. Outside of getting drunk and real high, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't, you know. Have a little sippy sip, have a little smoky smoke, you know what I'm saying? But don't drown in it. You know. Because drowning in it, because think about this. The family as a whole is feeling it, right? Now, drowning in those substances, alcohol, hard drugs, you know, what if something happens to you because you did a little bit too much? Now, that's a pain, that's an extra pain all in a short time period that the family got to go through. And trust me, I know it hurts like a motherfucker. You really feel like you just want to jump out your body. But is that what they would want you to do? Is that how you want to honor their memory? It's important to have community. It's important to have support. You know, when you have that in these times, it is so helpful. Because without that support, without that community, there's a tendency to where you could drown in that. You know, and now we have a whole nother situation because now it's like, oh, well, we just didn't know, or what happened, and it becomes a whole thing, and it's just like, we all have to have each other's backs at some point. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all going to go through it. We're all going to go through it. It does not matter. Death, you can't avoid that. You can't avoid that, unfortunately. But what you can do is, and I spoke, I said this after my mom passed. What type of memory do you want to leave? What type of what do you want the conversation to be like? That's what you got to ask yourself. The memory is going to be the memory. People are going to have their own personal individual memory about you. So that's a given. That's not even something like, okay, well, what do you want your memory to be like? That's an individual aspect. What's the conversation? What do you want the conversation? Because it's going to be conversation. Oh yeah, so and so was this, and so was that. What do you want the conversation to be? And that should be a lasting legacy. Do you want the conversation to be about all the bad shit you did? Or do you want to have the conversation about all the good shit you did? Because we've all did shit, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's hands is clean. We've all did a little something, you know what I'm saying? Little something to big, little something to medium, something to big something. We've all did something. But is that where you want the conversation to be? Or do you want the conversation to be, this is what this person was, this is the type of person they was, and all of this? You know, when I do this live for my mom, y'all gonna see why my mom was so heralded as a person, was a pillar in the community, as they say. You know. And that's what I strive my daughter to be. You know. And she's doing that. You know. That was her partner in crime, you know. So that's something that I look to. My dad, my grandparents, all the good influences that I've had in my life. I look to them as the standard barriers of the conversation. Do you want your conversation to be, okay, we conversating, the service is over, you might get about a good 2 weeks of conversation, and then everybody else, you know what I'm saying, then the conversation is gone. And then it might pick up, at barbecues, cookouts, you know what I'm saying, family functions, or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Outside of that, there is no conversation. Or do you want the conversation to be a long legacy conversation where the conversation continues on, even well after? Let me get to these comments. Oh, say y'all okay. Tommy in the building. What's going on? Salute to the chat. Salute to the motherfucking chat. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, can y'all hit that like? If y'all don't mind. It's free of charge. Actions, what's going on? Wait, why 100 foot soldier make? Oh, step. I gotta watch that. Yeah. But when men can't talk like men, it's yeah. That's so true. Sorry, not sure if you're still here, but always the utmost love. Yeah, man. Talk it out like men. Yep. Straight up. Some people ain't men enough to man, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Hey Jay, you have a blessed day, brother. I have a few things to deal with, but no, we keeping you in prayers over here. Your mom is looking down. You probably hey, man, on everything. Thank you, appreciate that. You know, I'm doing the same for you, man. Doing the same for you. You know, tough times, tough times. Hey, look, when people go through real stuff, yeah, real people do real things. We got Puffy in the building. What's going on, Puffy? How are you doing on this beautiful, sunny Californian day? Yeah, yeah. You definitely can't. You can't run away from your problems because your problems ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You know your problems. Problems are like shadows. Problems are like your shadow. No matter where you go, no matter how you move, your shadow's gonna be right there with you. That's what your problems are. Your problem's gonna follow you wherever you go. Whatever you do, it's gonna be right there with you. So instead of running away from them, deal with them, get it out the way, move forward. Oh, you enjoy got some problems? Oh, it's sunny. Oh, y'all got some sunshine today? Y'all, that's what's up. Yeah, your shadow will follow you everywhere. Yeah. You know. That's something that, it's crazy because you got grown people out here that still be trying to run away from their problems. And I just be like, but you can't run away from it though. You know, and then sometimes if you have a chance to, talk to them and then, they tell you what the problems are, man, most of the time it's problems that can be fixed. Like easily. You know. But don't let it linger around because then it becomes a bigger problem, and then a bigger problem, and then a bigger problem. Like, nip it in the bud and move forward. It's been cloudy and cool the last few days. After it was 100, woo. Man, I know 100 degrees out there man. Oh Lord, that's a Lord. Lord. We need to have a conversation. Hey, you got some time? Lord, why you got us out here and it'd be raining and snowing and everything, and the climate should be like what it is, and then you just drop that 100 dagger on us. No, what's going on? You know, like can we get a balance? Hey, look, I'm trying to figure that out about California too, because this weather out here, because this I don't understand what's been going on with this weather. It's like we'll go through days and it'll be like hot, and then just like flip of the switch, the next few days it'll be cool. I mean, I'm thankful that at night it has cooled off. I'm thankful for that, but sheesh. It's like your body starts going through waves of, you know, well, what do I do? I don't know what I'm supposed to take in, cold, hot, or if you if you get dressed because you know it's gonna be sunny and warm, and then you're out and about, and all of a sudden it starts getting cold. Now you just like, man, I done put on some shorts. I got some slides on. You know what I'm saying? Man, the hell. I got his shirt on too. Man. I got my hat on. Man. I'm over there like chilling. Man, that was cold, man. Shit was windy. Then it started raining. Oh, hell no. But I ain't complaining too much though, because I know one thing without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, next month, oh yeah, yeah, that energy bill gonna be kind of gonna be a little high next month because woo. When I think about it, I dread it so much more. So I try not to think about it, but it's hard not to think about it when it's coming right at you. 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks. We talking 105, 107, 108, 110, sometimes 112, sometimes 114. I'm talking about it's 10, 11 o'clock at night and it's still 90 degrees outside. Yeah, see, now, matter of fact, I'm about to go buy a bunch of fans. I'm about to go buy like 4 fans. I'm gonna turn that AC on. I'm gonna keep it kind of cool inside, you know what I'm saying? Kind of not too dark, but you know what I'm saying? And run that AC for a good hour or so, have them fans going, cut that motherfucker off, man, let that motherfucker stay cool. Old school shit. Which reminds me, I just thought about something. Okay. So never grew up in the South. You know what I'm saying? Never been to the South. But grandparents from the South. Grew up in a small town called Fairfield. Little small country town. You know, hella dirt roads. Mall was 3 stores. Movie theater was across the street. Hospital was one building, literally one building. And then you would have to go to like different spots for everything else. So Fairfield would get real hot, right? Like it would hit them 100 degrees and it would be blazing out there. So, like I said, never grew up in the South, never been to the South, haven't experienced. But grandparents from the South. It'd be 95 degrees outside. My grandma, my grandpa would be like, open up the windows. Huh? They would turn on the fan, open up the windows, and sometimes like they would have a screen door. They used to have a screen door, right? It would go, it would well, yeah. So how their house was, you would walk down the hallway, right? And then you would open up a door, and then you would have a washer and dryer right there, and then it would be the bathroom right there, and then it was a second door that went into the garage. So they used to have a screen door like right there. So they would open up to the garage, open up that door, have the screen door closed, right, with all the windows open. between 90 and 95 degrees with the fan blowing. And sometimes they would go outside. I try to go outside too. They'll be like, it's hot, it's hot. But they'd be cool, they'd be chilling. I was like, oh, this is okay. You know, they be sipping on their, sweet tea and everything. Like drinking on some water, eating on some watermelon. Nah, I did enjoy that though. The watermelon did help out a little bit. But it was just like, why do you guys have the windows open with the fans blowing? You know what I'm saying? All it's doing is blowing hot air. You try to sit in front of the fan and you over there feeling, all you feel is heat. Your face over here, the side of your face over here started to get hot. Like, woo. I remember them days. And then finally, they would turn on the AC. And they'd be like, oh, thank you. I remember as a kid, because they were it was a vent that they had on the floor, and I would go and I would sit right next to that vent and just let all that cool air just hit me. Be like, oh, that should be feeling so good. But I'm telling you, country folks from the South, telling you, or they will sit outside with their fan and be good. Oh, okay. You know, they would be good. And I used to ask my grandparents too. You know, I would even even ask some of my aunties that's from the South and uncles. Like, how y'all do that? Like, y'all, I know y'all was oh, yeah, we had them hot days, but shoot, have my fan, drink on my sweet tea. You know what I'm saying? Like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, okay, but then like when you see like movies or whatever the case may be, pictures or whatever, and it's just like, y'all are sweating. You can't tell me y'all wasn't. Y'all can't tell me y'all wasn't irritated. But they wasn't irritated though. You know, like what's that one movie? Uh, 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 Hustle and Flow. Hustle and Flow. You watch Hustle and Flow, that's based out of Memphis or whatever. Man, yo, tell me one scene in that movie when they wasn't sweating. Okay? They always walk around with a towel. They always got a towel on them. Like, man, if I was from the South, right? If I was from the South and I was gangbanging, I'm gonna be an inside gangbanger. I'm gonna I'm a nighttime gangbanger. I ain't coming outside the sun. But then again, shit, that humidity out there in the South too is crazy ridiculous. Shit. I'm an AC banger. I bang this cool air. Cool air on mine, cuz. Oh man. Like Las Vegas and Phoenix. Yeah, man. I tell you that AC coming to play. And that's the thing about San Francisco and cities, surrounding the Bay. Yo, facts, salute. What's going on? How you doing today? Everything was, because like in San Francisco, used to, man, love going back. But during the summer though, no, because you gotta keep in mind, they're on the water. San Francisco is just an island, right? So a lot of them homes, them old homes, because I know like some of the new places have like AC joints in them, but a lot of them old homes, they ain't got no AC in them. You literally got to open up your window, run a fan, and use that breeze. Sometimes it don't be a breeze, but it usually be a breeze, and just hoping that cools you off. And I can hear you're starting to get some pep back in your voice. Keep pushing. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, try to get back into the flow of things. Yeah, inside banger. Yeah, I'm an inside banger. I only come outside when it's cool. Oh, oh, truly, bro. Finally getting out of this heat wave and setting headstones outside. Oh, woo. Yo, and you out there in New York too, and I know, oh man, I be seeing, man, I be feeling bad for y'all out there. Because when they get hot out there, it get blazing, blazing, you know. And then it all started making sense, like, popping the what you call it, and letting the water come out, and then all the kids come out and get wet and everything. Like, yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. See, we only have the water hose. we we have the water hose and the sprinklers on the grass to cool us off. You know, you know. Hey, by the way, real kids drink water out of the water hose. Don't be running in and out. You could run. We're thirsty. We're thirsty. Go get the water hose. And that water used to be cold too. Woo. Can't do that today. Mm. You try to drink some water out of the water hose, man. You might get contaminated with something. Oh yeah, everything is okay, but like I was just telling Joey, uh, it comes in moments. It's a wave, So I try to when it's good, I try to sit in that as long as possible because I know at a moment's notice it can all switch up. So and coming on here and talking to y'all helps me, keep my spirits up. Oh yeah, I remember you was telling me about that. Yeah, I remember that summer. I remember that summer. Yeah. It's a good thing you experienced that and not a normal summer in San Francisco. Shit, I tripped out. I forgot what year that was. I think that was like 2012, 2013 or whatever. But it literally snowed in San Francisco. I was like, huh? It snowed where? In where? What? You mean San Francisco get a little snow too? Oh, snap. Because they started doing like they would like put like fake snow out there, and then people would be able to go out there and do all that stuff. I was like, uh-uh. I can't do fake snow. I need the real thing. So I'm just telling everybody out there, if I come to your city and it's snowing, be prepared for a snowball fight. Tell you, I've been itching for a snowball fight. Because like whenever it would snow in Fairfield, which is a rarity within itself, because it ain't snowed out there. When was the last time it snowed out there? Because we had got some flurries, but then like I want to say it was around 2010, 2011. It was coming down as snow, but it was so cold that when it came down, it started to ice up. You know, so we would try to get like the soft part of the ice and kind of crunch it up and kind of try to make it into his own little personal snow. And we would be out there, wow. Oh man. Jay Coffee in the building. What's going on, Coffee? Snow can come at anywhere at any time. Nah, for real. For real. Come to Denver in October, November, December, January, February. Man. On everything. Roberto. Gilberto in the building. Well, to all heading to MLW Summer of the Beats goes live on YouTube at 9 p.m. but bell time is 6:55 because they doing taping too. Be safe, y'all. Oh, hey, Gilberto, yo, you have a good time. Hey, if you can, man, give us some updates tonight. Man, have a good time. Man, it's been weird to me not seeing snow since I moved from Buffalo. Oh, yo, yeah, y'all Buffalo get hit with so much snow. Be like, is there a city? Is there a city under there? Bro, here it was 100 degrees yesterday. Today is 65. Mother Nature on. I was just talking about that. I was just talking about how the weather, it's just, I don't know. It's something else. Facts, Jesse. Buffalo, some way Halloween to mid-April, damn near can be a winter. That's crazy. Okay, for sure, for sure. Who is the champ? Because I know Riddle lost the belt at the Battle Royal that they had. Daniel, what's going on? Salute. I forgot who it was. Someone got to go up to Mother Nature and say, "You're drunk. Go home," because this is because this is how people get sick on everything, on everything. You know. Oh, he won the belt back. Oh, okay. Yo, shout out to Matt Riddle. Shout out to Matt Riddle. Him and Randy Orton had a good tag team going. RKO, bro. Yo, and then Randy had that back issue and he had to go away for a long time. And like, well, Riddle, we don't know what we're gonna do with your high ass, but we're gonna send you on your future endeavors. CNT in the building, what's up? Yo, WWE did a Riddle so bad. Oh, remember that? Oh, you just said it as I was talking. Oh, man, they were tag team champions on Raw.
Well, he say because
You know,
it was seeming like he didn't want to like get to that.
I was hoping a Riddle had went to AEW, but I still hope he. I would like to see him over there. I know, Tati. I can hear you in my ear now. We're full, Jay Millie. We're full. But think about the matches he could have over there. Like, think of Matt Riddle versus Will Ospreay. Think about that. Oh my goodness! I just thought about it. You know what? Nope. Never mind. Nope. Riddle, stay where you at because I just thought about it. I forgot. I forgot. Nope. Stay where you at. Gonna go underground. Y'all be safe. All right, Roberto. Have a good time. But yeah, we're not doing that. Nope. And the reason why I say that is because Speedball is over there. And I know he's already in a tag team with Kevin Knight and everything. I know. But I'm just thinking if he was to go to AEW, at some point, Tony Khan might put them together as some karate tag, some MMA karate jiu-jitsu. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then again, Tony Khan might not, because that would damn near be something WWE would do or Vince would do. But they would have a dope match. Riddle and Swerve, Riddle and Moxley, Matt Riddle and MJF. Like, just a litany of matches he could have. And they would all cook.
That's not tasty. You're cooking. You excited?
And then you don't have all those restraints on you like he had when he was in WWE. You know, he would have creative freedom and, you know, all that.
Project. Private one. I don't go with you guys pressure.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
Why would you think that's even a distant possibility? It was no big deal. What did you do? Quick pardon.
You know. But I was saying something earlier, and then the conversation, we started to get real deep in the conversation, and I just remembered. So you know, I could understand where some people's frustrations is with AEW going into All In. But this is the way that I see it. Tony Khan is trying to create something big. And I've been saying this for the last few months. He has something. I don't know what it is, but how Tony Khan is moving the company and the different things that he's doing. There's something that he has big that he's not letting nobody know about.
Yes, and nothing changes that.
You know, and I know the hype about All In, you know, isn't there, and I can understand why. But shouldn't that be more of a reason to watch? Because think about it. When it comes to AEW, by far, you know, their pay-per-views, too long or not, their pay-per-views are usually high standard, great quality wrestling. We enjoy the shows for the most part, the pay-per-views for the most part, right? So we know that about AEW, right? We know Tony Khan likes to surprise people, surprise debuts, surprise this, surprise that. The hype around All In is probably by design. Now you probably say to yourself, well, by design, well, that's stupid. Why would he not do something to get his biggest show more hyped up? Because he's probably saving the big stuff. The big stuff. There's going to be surprises at All In that a lot of people are not seeing. There's going to be, you know, your standard, you know, All In pay-per-view, which we all know All In pay-per-views are usually bangers. But there's going to be something's happening at All In. Something is happening at All In. Because I think back to different promotions when they've gone through the same type of road that AEW has, and then they have this big show coming up, and then that big show changes everything. Now now we get, because you know that restoring the feeling. That feeling is restored at All In. Now look, I'm not all that fond about the main event. I'm not. But I have a feeling Moxley and Hangman are going to give us. You remember them old school main events that we used to watch back in the days that we loved? You know, now I'm not saying it's going to be like a technical masterpiece like Brett or Owen or even Shawn Michaels and Brett. This is going to be more like Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock. Take your pick. It's going to be that kind of standard match. And there's going to be something going on inside that match where it's going to have us on the edge of our seats. You know. So I just want everybody that is watching, listening, hear this on the playback. I just want everybody to, if you have any doubts about All In Texas, just take my word. The same way, because remember, a lot of us weren't that too hype about last year's going in. Like we had our matches that we was like okay, I can't wait to see that match. That, you know what I'm saying? But the overall hype wasn't there. And then what happened? What happened? You know, there was some questions, you know, like the you know, where certain matches should have been on the card, you know. But All In was one of the greatest wrestling shows of all time. So if you have any doubts, I understand it. But just know, if you decide to miss this show, and then you hear about it afterwards when, you know, people do their previews and, you know, all that, you're going to kick yourself because you didn't watch it live. You know, now you have to go and get the replay. So, but I'm about to get off of here, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I will see y'all later on again tonight after Wrestle Time. I was supposed to do it yesterday. Didn't do it yesterday, so I'm going to do it today. So after Wrestle Tati tonight, I will be live. We end up doing a kind of a halfway wrestling stream, but tonight is an all wrestling stream. I'm going to do open panel. If you have any questions, come with your questions. Yeah, we're going to have a good time tonight. So until then, peace. Thank you.